Durk's life behind bars isn't what anyone thinks because the rapper might be in serious trouble. The jail is known for inmates mysteriously losing their lives and deputies beating up inmates with CCTV cameras on. What is worse is that the public can't access the footage. A federal magistrate judge in Miami has ordered the rapper jailed without bond until he's transferred to Los Angeles for arraignment. Lil Durk has been forced to endure a world of pain and horror at the jail and what goes on inside. Well, have you worried for the Chicago rapper Durk's life in Broward County Jail? Lil Durk's initial arrest that led to the murder for hire conspiracy charge occurred in Miami, a shocking development that left fans and the music community reeling. Authorities apprehended Durk shortly after detaining 5 alleged OTF affiliates who were believed to have been involved in a plot targeting fellow rapper Quando Rondo. The intended attack tragically resulted in the death of Rondo's cousin Loeb. As the details of the arrest emerged, the gravity of the situation became apparent. The charges against Durk are severe with potential consequences that could alter the course of his life and career. Despite the daunting circumstances, Durk has decided to stand on business. It's being reported that the rapper intends on pleading not guilty to the charges. This new development in the case suggests a fierce determination to fight the allegations and maintain his innocence even though he risks a lifetime behind bars or even a death sentence if found guilty of the charges. Insider reports have also revealed that he is in good spirits and his only complaint is about the food in jail. Interestingly, the source also revealed that he's getting along well with the FDDC Miami staff as well as his fellow inmates inside, with those in the know describing the guy as super charming and agreeable. But despite this, Durk is in one of the worst jails in Miami. Broward County is home to a jail system that has become the center of a growing controversy that houses a diverse population of inmates, many of whom are mentally ill, medically weak, or have special needs. This facility has come under intense scrutiny due to allegations of abuse and misconduct by the deputies. The controversy began to gain traction when public defender Gordon Weeks, a staunch advocate for inmate rights, called for a full and transparent investigation into the alleged brutalization of inmates by Broward detention deputies. Weeks has been vocal in his criticism of the Broward Sheriff's Office led by Sheriff Gregory Toney for its refusal to release video footage from the jail's extensive camera system. This footage, he argues, is crucial for understanding the true nature of the incident and ensuring accountability for any misconduct. This isn't looking good for the Chicago rapper, since anything could happen to him at the jail and the CCTV footage wouldn't help improve any kind of mistreatment from the deputies. Sheriff Toney's refusal to release the videos has been justified by citing a Florida statute which exempts security system video from public record. However, Weeks points out that the statute also allows for the release of such footage to other local, state, or federal agencies in furtherance of their official duties. This legal loophole suggests that Sheriff Toney could, if he chose, provide the videos to the public defender office, raising suspicions about the reasons behind his steadfast refusal. And to prove that Durkio could be in a world of pain in this jail, there's reports that some inmates are beaten up in the full glare of the cameras and denied food for days. Freddie Lee Jones, a 38-year-old black inmate, was allegedly beaten by deputies while in solitary confinement. Jones, who was arrested for a misdemeanor count of criminal mischief, reportedly endured 2 days without food before the incident. That day, Jones reportedly splashed water outside his cell, an act that triggered the violent response from around 9 deputies. According to eyewitness accounts, these deputies stormed into his cell and began a brutal assault, punching, kicking, and beating Jones as he lay defenseless on the floor. The aftermath was a scene of horror, with blood staining the bed sheets and walls of his cell. The witness, who had no prior relationship with Jones, was so appalled by the brutality that he immediately reported the incident. The next day, Jones's lawyer found him in a wheelchair, unable to sit up due to the pain from his injuries. His face was a testament to the violence he endured, with 2 black eyes, cuts, a chipped tooth, and a swollen foot. Nikki Jones, his sister and caregiver, expressed her outrage at the lack of notification and transparency from the Broward Sheriff's Office. She revealed that the beating occurred within a view of the jail's cameras, yet the footage remains unreleased, shrouding the truth in secrecy. The Broward County jail system, with its 682 cameras, is designed to monitor and ensure the safety of inmates. These cameras provide comprehensive coverage, capturing multiple angles of housing units and individual cells. Yet despite this extensive surveillance, the footage remains inaccessible to the public and those seeking justice for the victims of alleged abuse. What should cause Lil Durk to worry is that Freddie Lee Jones's case is not an isolated incident. Public defender Gordon Weeks has highlighted a series of troubling cases that reveal a pattern of neglect and misconduct within the jail system. One such case is that of Kevin Desser, a black man with a history of mental health issues who died after a violent struggle with 6 detention deputies. Desser, who was experiencing a manic episode, suddenly became unconscious during the altercation. Despite the presence of video evidence, the public has been denied access, leaving many questions unanswered. The Broward medical examiner could not determine the cause of Desser's death, and no charges were filed against the deputies involved. This lack of Accountability has fueled further outrage as Weeks continues to demand the release of the video footage to ensure transparency and justice. Another case that shows the jail's horrors is that of Herbie Crussell, a white inmate who allegedly committed suicide while under the supervision of the jail staff. Crussell, known for being a beggar and addict, was housed in a facility meant to cater to inmates with mental health issues. His death, shrouded in mystery, raises serious concerns about the adequacy of care provided to vulnerable inmates. Joseph Williams, a 26-year-old inmate with a long-standing history of mental illness, also died in custody under suspicious circumstances, arrested for an attempted purse snatching. Williams's mother had repeatedly expressed concerns about his mental health to the jail staff. Her pleas went unheard and Williams died shortly after she began advocating for his treatment. But brutal deputies and suspicious deaths aren't the only thing Durkio should be worried about. Because drugs often find their way into the jail. Well, turns out that the OTF head honcho has been struggling with drug addiction. Earlier this year, the rapper revealed that he had checked into rehab. Listen, we got word that you were in rehab. Yeah, right, yeah, I mean, can we talk about that a little bit? Like, we good, I'm I want to embrace it, you know what I'm saying, cause it helped me a lot. I won't even say it was tough at first. It was tough at first, but it ain't that tough. Cause I really knew what I wanted. I'm saying I knew what was holding me back. Jerky even revealed that he wanted to deal with his addiction to Cine and Xanax to become a better father and leader. Is that what it was? Yeah, I wanted better, saying I want to be a better man, a better father, a better leader. And now it seems all his hard work might be undone, because in July this year an inmate died from overdose with drugs being brought into the jail. Durkio might find himself falling back to his old destructive habits. But how did he find himself in this situation? Turns out his plan to take out one of his ops was his downfall. But even worse is that he was sold out by one of the people who was key in the planning and execution of Quando Rondo's attempted murder and the murder of his cousin LULP. This is none other than Durk's buddy Brick Baby Lil Durk's journey to Broward County Jail. When news broke out that the Chicago rapper had been arrested, there was a rumor that he had tried to flee the country. At the time, everyone thought that the blogs were trying to blow things out of proportion, but it turns out it was straight facts. The apprehension of Mr. Banks as he attempted to leave the United States is once again proof that the FBI and our extraordinary partners at the Los Angeles Police Department have a long reach, said the assistant director in charge of the FBI Los Angeles field office. As it turns out, the feds had been keeping tabs on him for a long time. The FBI had infiltrated his gang and knew his every move. It was during this period of heightened surveillance that the FBI learned of Lil Durk's attempts to leave the country. According to the indictment, U.S. Customs and Border Protection alerted the FBI when Durk booked 2 one-way flights to Dubai and Switzerland on October 24. These bookings raised immediate red flags as they suggested an attempt to evade the legal consequences of the unfolding indictment. While Lil Durk did not board the flights to Dubai or Switzerland, the situation took a more dramatic turn when the FBI discovered that he had also arranged for a private plane to depart Miami and arrive in Italy. This revelation added a new layer of urgency to the investigation, prompting law enforcement to act swiftly. On the evening of Thursday, October 24, FBI agents moved in to arrest Lil Durk at the Miami area airport. The arrest took place around 8 p.m. just an hour before his scheduled departure to Italy. The swift action by law enforcement ensured that Lil Durk would not evade just